Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of Heat Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trousers. Man, check this out, man. It's your first time on Heat Rants. I want to let you know I'm just a random guy who likes to talk about random stuff that interests me, and I just feel like I need to inform you guys about it. If that sounds sexy or attractive to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way you always be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure in those likes that let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Email me, description box below. But let's not waste no more time. We got another reaction video, man. Today we are reacting to the adult film star Lana Rhoades, man. On her channel, I think Lana Rhoades and 3G, 1K or something like that. I don't know. Who cares about the names, right? Who cares about it? We're here for booty. That's what we're saying. Let me stop playing. But Lana Rhoades, as you guys know, she's an adult star that has not been in the career for a little bit of time now, right? And she kind of regrets being in the career, as we will possibly see through this interview and stuff, right? The crazy thing about this is, I didn't even know who Lana Rhoades was until like a few weeks ago, right? So that tells you the world of adult entertainment. There's so many actresses, right? Especially in the Caucasian hemisphere. What the hell am I even saying? One thing I will say, man, I love that we live in a country that you can make choices, right? You make choices, you live with those choices, right? Whatever consequences come with them, right? Let's not waste more time. Let's get into it.
Comes to that, so what I was talking about, like being pressured to do like more and more things, more hardcore things. So there's two different main genres of porn. There's gonzo porn, which is the aggressive porn that you guys are talking about. It's the rough anal sex, it's the choking, and I'll go more into that. And then there's vanilla porn, which is what Olivia is talking about as ethical porn, is what I think you would consider. It's just like classic, like missionary, like just like basically like artsy sex.
I was gonna say, wait, I'm kind of laughing the inside because I've had someone call me vanilla before.
I mean, I love vanilla.
Like, why are you so vanilla? I'm like, what do you mean?
It makes me kind of hungry, but
You're hungry for schmeats. You're hungry for vanilla schmeats. All right, that's what it is, right? They called you vanilla because they thought you take vanilla, if you catch my drift. That was a zinger. That was a nice zinger right there. You know what I'm saying? Gonzo sounds funny. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be mature throughout the rest of this video, right? It's just a little bit hard when I hear adult entertainers and stuff. She's starting off the rip with the victim. You know, this is one thing that a lot of people like to do when they make bad decisions. They like to pretend like they're a victim, right? She knew what it was when she decided to go into the adult entertainment. She knew. You know what I'm saying? You knew. You do, right? Because once you came out there as a Schmeat gladiator, right? Out here just taking Schmeats left and right for financial gain. You were enjoying it. Now you're done and people was calling you a Schmeat goblin. Now it's a problem, right? You should have thought about that before you started giving Schmeat gobbling to the world. I don't know if you guys saw what I did there. If you guys saw the anime JoJo's. Okay, screw it. Let me just get back into it.
I've never even heard of the term gonzo, to be honest.
Yeah.
So gonzo is the first level of it, I would say, would be it's just like there's no like artistic vision to it. It's just like rough, hardcore sex. And that could be vaginal penetration. The next level up would be anal penetration in a gonzo style. And then there's a level far more than that. And I would say that during my time in porn, I'm not sure what is like the hype right now in porn. It goes through like different phases. But during my short stint in porn, the really extreme acts were what was popular. And that's why, being the number one performer in the industry at the time, everyone wanted to make money off me. So they pushed me to do these things. And it just gets really extreme, like you were saying, abusive.
Did you ever go through those experiences where you had to do a scene where it was very aggressive and you just felt like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail. Like, honestly, some of my experiences are really humiliating for me, and I wish that they never happened. There's stuff going on, like people getting pissed on. Men are pissing inside of women's vaginas, assholes, down their throats. Sorry.
Oh, don't cry.
Was she about to start crying? Was she about to? She was about to start crying, right? All right. I really don't know what to say. I mean, listen. I don't know if you want sympathy. I'm a cutthroat guy, so no sympathy for you. You chose that, right? You got paid handsomely with penis and money to do what you did, man. You're a Schmeat goblin, right? You ate Schmeats for a living. That's what you did. You were a Schmeat goblin, a Schmeat ambassador, rather, right? So you're coming on here trying to start crying and stuff. I'm like, why are you crying? This is what you wanted. You wanted Schmeats for money, son. Oh, people out here pissing in Virginia, son. Before you start, you have to sign papers, right? You have to sign papers and all that stuff, making sure that they know and everybody knows. In case if you try to switch up and try to say that, oh, they forced me into doing this, they have the contracts and everything. You signed it. They're gonna be like, this you? This is you, right? Oh, was you? Oh, okay, all right, there's nothing you can do about it, son. At the end of the day, you wanted to suck up Schmeat's pussy world. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You cry, try to play victim and all this stuff. Are you going to give back all the money that you made? Are you going to give back all the money you made? This is the same thing Mia Khalifa was out here doing and stuff, complaining like, oh, why is everybody still holding me in because I did porn back in the day? I'm like, Slim, your name is Mia Khalifa. You haven't even changed your name to your real name. You're still using your adult entertainment name. So I'm like, are you serious right now? Are you serious? No one cares about what you have to bring to the table anymore, son, because right now, they see you as a joint that goes out there and takes Schmeats on the daily. Schmeats. You know? Arby's. Just straight up Arby's, man. In the mouth, just gobbling down Arby's. You just going through the drive-thru like, yeah, let me get that, let me get that. Matter of fact, let me save you the trouble. Let me just get 7 of everything, super large. Super large Schmeats? Yes, super large Schmeats. How many drinks? No drinks. I like to take the Schmeats down raw. You know what I'm saying? Just take the Schmeat down raw, son. Just out there pulling out the drive-thru of Arby's, man. They have a freaking wanted sign in front of every Arby's, like, watch out, she eats a lot of Schmeats. She'll put you out of business. Right? I'm just saying, son, like, it's freaking crazy. You want to start the waterworks, but I don't feel sorry for her, son. You signed up for this. You signed up to get penetrated. I mean, come on now, son.
Sorry.
Oh, don't cry.
Told myself I was negative.
Now I'm crying. I'm like, God damn it. No, don't cry.
I'm
it's
just
okay.
giving some examples. But
No, that's really hard. And I think, like I had mentioned earlier, it's just so important for young men to stop viewing women as sex objects, because I believe that, instilling that curriculum in school at a younger age. And they had actually said, there's a fact that says that the more a young person had learned about the use of pornography from their school education or sex education, is less likely to see women as sex objects. And I feel that's why, I feel so passionate about the porn industry, because I don't believe that they should be showing those types of scenes, because it does view women as just an object, and it's not okay to do that. Like, I enjoy watching porn. Like, girl, like but like, I want to watch ethical porn. I want it to be normalized, and I want it to be taught to where it shouldn't be to where a woman is being abused and is, like the male is showing aggression, because that actually is going to translate into his relationships with women in the future, his wife. Like, it's actually statistically proven that it's going to show aggression in a marriage and a relationship. And that's, I mean, how is that healthy? Like, that's not healthy at all.
Well, a lot of it is like young boys don't understand, and they think that this is normal and that's what girls want. So they've probably never been with a girl before, and they see these horrible things, and they're like, oh, this is how to please a girl. This is what I have to do. Yeah. This is what she wants. And then they, do these things and they act certain ways, and they don't realize the effects that they're having on women.
Yeah, well, they do say that serial killer and rapists are the ones who are consuming these extreme types of porns. A lot of serial killers, when they've gone through their search history, they're watching like these abusive porn, and there's tons of pornography on their search history.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I obviously, like I said, I've watched porn. I do.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with watching.
Yeah, porn, but I've stumbled upon some videos where, I'm not gonna lie, I really questioned, why is this even allowed on the internet? Like, I felt very, like, I was just turned off. I was like,
No. I'm sorry. I think my brain went to mush there for a second there. I was like, they just kept on talking. I was feeling like my brain was literally melting. I'm glad I stopped it before permanent damage happened. Here's the thing, right? I want to first get on the first thing that she said. She said, listen, these guys out here are hurting women, right? Are pretty much making them do this and all that stuff, and they don't really enjoy doing it. I constantly hear from many women saying that they like rough, aggressive sex. I've heard that many times. And at the end of the day, you did this. I'm going to keep reiterating that, right? Because if you knew all this stuff, right? If you knew that, rapists and all these guys, serial killers out here searching and watching these stuff, why would you do it? Right? Why would you give those guys the fuel if that's the case, right? And here's another thing. You say boys are out here objectifying women. Did someone hold a gun to your head and make you do adult entertainment, Slim? Did someone hold a gun to your head and tell you you have to do these videos? You woke up, you said, what start taking Schmeats. Come on, son. You a Schmeat taker, son. If you were a Digimon, you be Schmeatmon. They put out the Digivice, be like, Schmeatmon, Digivolve to Super Schmeatsmon. The level of accountability in this video is freaking crazy. Like, it's just so crazy. It's so crazy. You really think that they had a gun to this girl's head and made her do these videos? Make it seem like there was a draft. Like, you know how they had the World War One and Two drafts and stuff like they coming at knocking on your door like, listen, man, you over the age of 18, you going to war. You don't have a choice. You making it seem like they came in the door, pop, pop, pop. Hey, yo, you're going to be sucking Schmeats. You have no, hey, you have to do it. No, but I don't want you. No, say bye to your pants right now. You're going to suck Schmeats. Like, no, come on, son. Like, that's what they're making it seem like right now, son. They're making it seem like they're going to get a lawyer or something like that. It's going to be one of those commercials on TV. If you or your loved ones have ever worked in the adult entertainment, adult entertainment industry, or have made an OnlyFans and have gotten negative results from other individuals, you might be entitled to no one giving a damn, son. No one cares. You chose to do this. You Schmeat goblin. Come on, son. You street, I was about to say street, it's street too, but yeah, you are a Schmeat gargoyle. You guys remember Gargoyle, right? You guys show a little bit of love to that cartoon. That's from back in the day. Some of the younger guys might not be able to know what Gargoyles was, but yeah, she's a Schmeat gargoyle, son. Talking about my short little stint in the porn industry. I did a little bit of research on Lana Rhoades. Just a little bit, just a tad bit. She got quite a few videos, man. I don't know how short her stint was, but she got quite a few videos, man. Taking Schmeats. Taking Schmeats, interracial Schmeats. You know what I'm saying? Small Schmeats, large Schmeats. Schmeats up the butt. You know? Multiple Schmeats at once. She's a Schmeat ambassador. She's a Schmeat collegiate athlete. He's a Schmeat athlete. Come on now. Awards and all. Now she wants to come on here and try to play the victim, start crying to tears. Come on, guys. We got to take accountability. We gotta take accountability, man. Whose fault is this? You made these choices. You have to live with those choices, right? Yeah. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You Schmeat. You Schmeating out here. Schmeat. Schmeat. All right, let's get back.
Turned off. I was like, shut my laptop. Like, I can't even look at this. I was like, I cannot believe that this is okay. Like, this is not okay to treat women like this.
Yeah. Well, I know that I got emotional, but I do want to continue giving examples of some of those things just so people know. What were some of the things that you saw that you were like, wow, this is really crazy?
Yeah, I mean, there was one scene where I had seen, obviously the male was having sex with a girl, and she was literally crying because he was being so aggressive. Like, I guess, he was just too big for her. I mean, she was like full blown crying, and he was like slapping her. Like, you like that? Like, I was just like, oh my God, how can this, I could not get off to this. I don't know who watches this too.
Some people have that fetish, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
and that's why they put it out there, because they're like, oh, somebody will watch it, which is just like, no offense, but like, that's disgusting, because obviously she's not okay.
Yeah. And I mean, to me, it really makes me sad, because I think of the girl and I think, wow, like, I can just see it in her eyes that she did not want to do this scene, but she's doing it because of the reasons of, she needs the money, or this is a flexible job for her right now. She was convinced, she was pressured, she was manipulated into doing this by her agent because he, told her, like, it's either this way or the highway. Like, I can't even imagine how that girl felt.
Why does she have an agent? Why does she have an adult industry agent? I'm assuming adult industry agent. Why does she have an agent? We're talking about pressured and all that stuff. She's not an adult to make choice. Come on, bruh. And like I said before, I've heard countless women say that they like it rough. Come on now. You guys been on Twitter. You guys been on Instagram. You guys been on a whole lot of stuff, right? Not all women, obviously. Not all women like that, right? There's going to be some women you try to do that with after you're done. Next day, there's gonna be police at your door with some swabs to run, semen tests for you know what. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that to every girl, but there's a lot of girls I run across, me myself, not just on Instagram, me myself, that say they like it rough. If it's not rough, they don't find it pleasurable. You know what I'm saying? They like it very, very rough and aggressive, son. Not all women. I have to clarify that because I feel like people are gonna ignore that. Not all women, but there's a lot of women who like it. You know what I'm saying? So, and this girl who they talking about signed up for that. They tell you before, this guy is going to be huge. He's going to be doing this. He's going to be manhandling. Are you ready for this? Okay, yeah, I'm ready for it. You talking about coerced? If anything was coerced, was the money. They saw the money and was like, ooh, that money look good. Come on, son. Like, why is it that if a man was to do this, man, everybody's going to be like, oh, the man made a decision. But if a girl does it, she's coerced. Women, I want. If there's women watching this, I want you guys to understand, man. They make women seem like you guys are stupid and you guys are just not able to do anything on your own, right? Everything is just somebody else has to trick you into it. They're basically saying you're an idiot. You guys understand that, right? They're saying that you guys are idiots. You're stupid. You're incapable of making your own decisions. I want you to understand that they're playing with your intelligence. So please take accountability. You made a bad decision. That's it. Simple as that. It's over. You made a bad decision. Don't start blaming everybody else for the decision you made, bro. This is just like in rap videos when they see a girl in a rap video and they be like, oh, well, they're objectifying her. She signed up for the rap video. The rap videos have auditions. You have to call in or go into the auditions and then you get selected for the rap video. They don't just go out there and just pick the girls. Just like, oh, welcome to, hey, you right there. I want you right there. You know what I'm saying? No! Stop it. Oh my God. Of course, there's certain cases. Situation might happen. Agent might see, oh, like you look really, really good, blah blah blah. But either way, that's still like I don't know, man. This is, man, they just too, man. Listen, at the end of the day, Lana Rhoades gives, sucks out schmeats, and all she does is suck schmeats, right? She's just out here sucking the schmeats of the world. I think I have a cold, man. My nose is all running and stuff, man. But I'm here. I'm here for y'all to make sure that this video come out all right. You know what I'm saying? Schmeat. She's meets me.
Imagine how that girl felt having to do something that she clearly does not want to do. Like, this is not acting. Like, she's full blown crying. Mm-hmm. There's just no way she's acting and enjoying this. So
yeah, no, I've had friends who have been choked out so much that they've actually passed out during a scene. There's really just like crazy stuff going on that damages people's bodies for the rest of their lives. Mm-hmm. I luckily don't have any issues, but I've seen scenes shot in Europe where guys are literally punching into a girl's asshole like this. And like, she's going to have issues for the rest of her life due to this. And is it worth someone making a little bit of money and someone jerking off to it? Mm-hmm. One of the worst, honestly, I feel like I'm in denial sometimes and I can't accept some of the things that I've done. There is one thing that, I tried talking to a therapist about before, something that I had to do for a scene that was really rough for me. Basically, this guy had a bowl and he like gagged me until I threw up into it. And then he like pissed in the bowl. And during the scene, he asked me to drink it. And I didn't know how to say no. It was one of the most disgusting, foul scenes I ever had to do. And I'm telling a therapist this, and they don't even fucking know what to say to me. Yeah. No one can relate. Like, no one fucking knows what to say about it.
Okay. Okay. Slim. I'm sorry. First, I want to address the first thing. You guys might have saw I was laughing a little bit. I'm sorry about that. But that little joint about the girl getting her asshole punched. If y'all kept a straight face with that one, come on, bruh. Can you imagine a dude be like, fucking punch? Like, he punching a girl's butthole? Like, how does that... Who makes this stuff? Like, what direct... I couldn't be... Bro, I couldn't be the cameraman. I couldn't be anybody in the room. So, like, if I saw, like, bro, y'all really letting cuz punch this girl in her asshole. Like, Slim is punching... Slim is really getting punched in the butthole? Are you serious? But as far as everything else, right? I gotta say this, like, listen. You didn't have to do that. You did it, right? You wanted the scene to be good. You wanted to fight and go through the scene. You didn't have to. You could have been like, hey guys, cut. I'm not doing this. Was this a part of the contract? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. It's just really hard for me to feel sorry for this girl, son. Like, it's really hard. She's saying all this stuff, bro, but she made like countless videos, bro. I said she got like over 30 videos. That's a bad decision every time. Like, every time you did it, you didn't feel like, this is bad. Like, bro, I've been jacking off since I was like 11 years old, bro. I've been jacking off since I was 11 years old. Even at 11, I knew this joke was bad. Like, come on, bro. Like, at 11 years old, bro, I'm in middle school knowing like this is bad. This stuff is bad. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me you got to at least the legal age of 18 and you didn't know Shuck and Schmeats on camera might come back to bite you? You didn't know, like, you didn't see the stuff that you out here taking piss out of bowls, son, drinking piss. You just going with it, bro. She's done multiple hardcore stuff. That's the wild thing, right? So he's like, boom, you felt bad after doing that, but then you did some more, and you kept doing it. Whose fault is that? And the reason why the therapist couldn't say nothing, because the therapist is like, oh, you's a wild Schmeat goblin. Oh my goodness. Like, after that, I know the therapists, they have a little joint confidentiality that they can't say anything out to anybody else, but I'm pretty sure that therapist went home like, yo, this drunk, she was a Schmeat gobbler. She out here taking piss out of a bowl while also ingesting Schmeats from Arby's. She's a Arby's ambassador, son. Schmeat. That's crazy, son. That's crazy. Like I said, no sympathy. No sympathy. I see no sympathy whatsoever. I don't care. It is what it is, right? I mean, you did what you did. Is it messed up that you had to do all that stuff? Yes, but hey, guess what? It was a choice. You chose to. No one held a gun to you. Sick.
And so when it obviously, I don't know how like porn is shot. They don't tell you beforehand. Did they tell this guy to do these things, or did he just his own brain?
This one, my agent was actually very pissed about.
Okay.
And again, like, I'm not saying that I was raped. But
you were put in the spot.
I told this guy, like, yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this. I didn't know how to say no. I just wanted everyone to be happy. So I can't blame anyone. All that I can do now is make the best of my experiences and accept it, which is really hard for me to do. Sorry, what was your question again?
I mean, no, like, I think you pretty much answered my question. But no, I was just gonna, chime in and say about how you had to do something that you didn't want to do, or you felt pressured. I definitely can relate to that, just even by like working at Hooters. I know me and you have worked there. I obviously have a little longer history of that. And, I definitely was a sex object. Like, that's who I was viewed as working at Hooters. Clearly, I was the complete opposite of that. But, I definitely was pressured into some things that I didn't want to do with men. They had the audacity to ask me to literally go give them a hand job behind the dumpsters. Yeah,
I'm sorry, it's not funny, but
no, it's like...
No, it's very funny. It's hilarious even. The question, the follow-up question I'll ask to that is, did you do it? Did you give them the handy? Maybe she goes into more detail in a second. I don't know. Did you give them the handy, though? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? And don't get mad at me for laughing. They laugh, too. They know that joint's hilarious. Come on, bro. They give handies in the back. And you working at Hooters. Like, literally, their whole thing is, like, sexualized women. Like, come on. God, what are we doing, like, here? My brain is melting. I'm out here. I shouldn't have made this video. I have a cold and everything. Making this video while I have a cold, my nose all running and stuff. I'm just all over the place. This is sickening. This is sickening. You're working at Hooters. Not saying that you're supposed to be going in the back giving handies, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's their whole thing is like booty and ass and mainly boobies and stuff, sexual women and all that. Like, oh man, I don't know, guys. This is sick.
Oh,
it's like comical.
It's
but
comical.
It's behind a dumpster.
No, I was really thinking, first off, why not at least the car?
Yes,
Like,
a dumpster.
Second off, can you imagine you're at a restaurant and you have the audacity to look at your
Sweetie,
waiter
there
or
it
waitress?
is. What do you mean?
I don't give a fuck.
After I finish my chicken tenders, can you go jerk me off behind this dumpster?
Oh my
but they would push my limits. Like they would just kind of like joke around at first, or like, oh,
And they
I'll give you
quite
100.
touchy sometimes too. No.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, I'll give you $100 if you take off your panties for me. And I was vulnerable. I was young. I was like, oh, like no harm. Like okay, like he just wants my panties. Like heck yeah, $100. Like
But
that's
then they're gonna be like, how much?
They kept pushing
how
and
much
that
can I
put me
give
up.
her?
And once they like put you on the spot, like it's so hard to like say no, and you feel so awkward because you don't want to ruin a relationship with a client who comes into Hooters every single day, who is basically paying your bills, who's tipping you. Two, you don't want to piss them off to where they're gonna go say something. So I definitely can relate on the pressure thing, and I can definitely understand how you felt like being put in a situation that you did not know you're going to be put in, because it is so hard to get out of that. So, like I definitely understand sex workers and the porn industry a lot more just because I've had personal experiences that I can relate to.
Yeah.
She gave that dude a handy in the behind there in the dumpster. She didn't say it, but I think based off the panty thing that she said, she gave that dude a handy. She gave that dude a mean handy. She probably asked to go to the car. He was like, "No, you don't deserve my car. You to the dumpsters we go." This is sickening. No accountability whatsoever. Oh, well, because so you take away your self-respect for money. That's what you're doing, son. You take away your self-respect for money and schmeats. Money and schmeats. And you want people to feel sorry for you. It's crazy. There's always going to be those girls that say, oh yeah, it's a lot of pressure. It's hard for us to say no and stuff like that. I don't know. I've had a lot of girls say no to me. They didn't feel scared to say no to me. I don't know why. When we say no, so you rather just take it for money. And schmeats. We want the schmeats. The crazy thing about women, man, they never take accountability. Well, I'm not gonna say not everyone, but a lot of women don't take accountability. It's freaking crazy. It's always somebody else's fault. Always somebody else's fault. It's never the decisions that the woman makes. Always the man's fault. It's never theirs. It's crazy. It's crazy that we can just go on like this, right? To this day, you peep through the whole video. Did any of them say, oh, it was just a bad decision on my part. I just, I'm adult. I should have just not done this and blah, blah, blah. Did they really say that? Like, really? Did they really say that? It seemed like it was everybody. It was the Asians' fault. It's production people's fault. It was boys' fault for watching this stuff, right? You're the producer of the content, though. You're assisting in this. You know what I'm saying? The person with the Hooters ring, you decided to give the dude a handy. I know she didn't say it, but she definitely gave that dude a handy. You decided to give a dude a panties. You're enabling this behavior, right? You're making them think it's okay. You're making them think that you take schmeats, which you probably do, right? So now you're doing all this, and you're surprised. My brain is still trying to regenerate right now, so I'm just really confused. I'm just really confused, man. That tells you something, man. The girls that do this stuff, man, their minds is not there. Their minds are not there. These ones are idiots. These ones are complete idiots. Oh, everything is the man's fault. This. Like Lana Rhoades, like you decided to do all this stuff, man. Hooters girl, you decided to do Hooters. Like we're literally at a young age. I was little seeing drums about Hooters, and I'm like, man, that drum is just made for like sexy women and stuff. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, guys. Like, I'm one of those guys who be like, yeah, when you're younger, you make stupid decisions. But I'm like, come on. Like, a lot of girls are going to regret doing OnlyFans now, man. But that's on them. That's on them. The ones who aren't going to regret it, they're the ones who should do it. The ones that do it proud and they don't come out later and talking about, oh, I regret this. Fine. And you the perfect. You got the skin for it. You got the tough skin for it, right? Go ahead and you do your thing. But the other ones talk about, oh, I regret it now. Oh, it's everybody else's fault. They put so much pressure on me because it was just like, stop it, bruh. How much pressure can... Unless somebody comes out and says, like, yo, there was a dude that came out with a gat aiming at me. Was aiming at me, telling me, like, if you don't do this, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill your family, your kids, all that stuff. Then I might have a little, but even then I'd still be like, man, you ain't gonna call the police or something like that. You just gonna let this guy be at large and stuff. But I'm speechless, man. This is crazy. I feel no sympathy for them. No sympathy for them, son. And you shouldn't. No one should feel sorry for them, man. This is crazy, especially along the roads. Like, come on, Slim. You have like over 30 videos, 40 videos. That's a lot of times you had like, maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I shouldn't. You just kept doing it. You just kept doing it. Kept taking Schmeats. Schmeat. If you're a Pokemon, son, you'd be your name of your Pokemon would be Schmeat. You just be out there, Schmeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, so you know, Pokemon don't say, they just say their name. Like Pikachu be like Pika. Like Schmeat. You know what I'm saying? You'll only know one attack, which is swallow. That was funny. You know that was funny. Swallow, because swallows, Schmeats. That was funny. That was hilarious. But that's all I got to say on this, man. If you stay this long, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so it's with the post notifications. That way, you'll always be one of the first to hear the voice. At the same time, leave a like. Because I just made this video while I have a strong cold. Nose been running the whole time. I just feel terrible. My face all swollen. I'm doing all that for y'all because I bang with you. So leave that damn like. You got to buy the merch. Mofo. Men offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Email me. Description box below. That's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.